Social media forces people who never leave the house to encounter reality in a way they never have, and that scares them. It also allows the same people to exercise power in a way they never have before. True on both fronts, I would say. And I assume that the person writing the question is using the phrase "who never leave the house" with some hyperbole. Almost everyone leaves the house a little bit, but people really do have narrower and narrower scopes of experience, especially this year, especially since March of this year. But increasingly people who, God, the number of people I see evidence of on social media who are fighting the good fight on being woke and saying, I'm a dad and I'm a parent of two and you must be racist. Like, I don't think you've ever been anywhere, have you? Like you actually are afraid of the rest of the world, and you lecturing me about a Eurocentric vision of the world. I don't think you actually know what that would even mean. Like, why don't you actually go somewhere and talk to some people who don't look like you? Maybe even a different language. Even if you don't really speak that language, have a beer with them. Sit down. You'll be able to communicate a lot even without much shared language. See what that's like, and then get back to me about how we're all racist. Like, seriously, let's talk after you've gone out and experienced something that's not like everything else you've ever experienced. I think most people haven't done that increasingly. More and more people increasingly haven't managed to be able to do that, get outside of their own sphere.
Yeah, which is less and less incentivized to the extent that you can source little bits of excitement and what feels like exposure.
It feels
online.
like exposure, but it's not, because it's
saying it is.
totally safe.
Yeah.
Because nothing can reach out and shock you or hurt you or surprise you or it's totally safe, and therefore it's totally sanitized.
So I think also, though, implicit in the question is, and I must say I'm involved in a private conversation, an ongoing one. I'm not going to out anybody, but there is a conjecture in this conversation about people who are socially uncomfortable and maybe not especially well skilled, playing a larger and larger role in our online interactions with each other.
Yes.
And that basically that sensitivity is manifesting in dysfunctional ways, that we're sort of all becoming dysfunctional in the context of these rules that can't possibly be adhered to and things like this. So I do think there's something to it.
Yeah, no, I think absolutely that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not just that we're all being made worse, but that what's driving it is some subset of people who started out more dysfunctional than most of us.
Yeah.